Hi everyone, welcome to my first practice vlog. This week I'm going to begin looking at the third Viola Suite by Max Reger, and I'm going to take you through my process of beginning a new piece because I think the way that we approach a new piece is very important and we have to do it kind of a specific way, and it's different for every piece, but I think having a process down can really help us learn music faster and more efficiently. So follow along with me as I learn this piece. This video corresponds with my blog post called Learn Reger's Third Viola Suite with me. I will link it down in the description box below so you can follow along through the text and kind of read what I did as you watch it. So the next piece I'm going to learn is the third Reger Suite. I just downloaded the PDF from IMSLP, but it's got all three suites in it. So I'm trying out the iPad life. And I don't have... my iPad's from 2015, so it's not the best for music reading, but I'm working with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and kind of like organize this PDF and see if I can even do that, because I'm kind of new to this app, but I'll check in after I'm done with that. Okay, so now I've gone through and I've put bookmarks for each of the suites and each of the movements. So if I tap on this, it'll take me to the first suite, first movement. I just left the last one to do so I can show you how it works. So the next page should be the last movement. So click on bookmark, then the plus sign, and this is suite number 3. Movement 4. I'm gonna put a period. And then that sets the bookmark. So now I've got all of the suites and all of the movements listed, which kind of makes this big PDF document easier to navigate. Today is day 2 of the Reger. Yesterday I did a lot of score study, and then today I've just been warming up in E. The piece itself is in E minor, so playing in E will give me a feel for the hand frame and will help me like see the kind of double stops that I'll encounter, at least like the right hand frame for them. So today I might actually play through the piece to kind of map it out, see what double stops there are, see where the hard sections will be, so that I can kind of mentally organize it to see what I need to start practicing first. That was so hard. Okay, so there's a lot to work on in this. A lot of double stops, obviously. A lot of them are sixths, so that's good. Because sixths aren't the worst, but sixths are hard. So I've got a lot of sixths to work on and a lot of figuring out like what positions to play things in. A lot of finding fingerings because there are a lot of half-step changes in these double stops, and I think that's going to be really difficult to try to figure out a fingering for, so I think that's what I'm looking at for this. Okay, so I think the next step for this will be to play through it kind of slowly I played through it pretty fast the first time around. I'm gonna play through it kind of slowly to really work on the rhythm and get a feel for the piece, and I'm only going to play the top note of each double stop. So hopefully the melody will kind of stay in the top note. I don't know if it will or not, but that'll at least give me a nice outline of the piece so that I can start to get to know it, and it'll be easier without the added stress of all those double stops. Okay, so I've been playing through this first A section, just playing one of the chord notes at a time. So I'm playing through and I'm either playing just the top notes of the double stop or just the bottom notes. And as I do that, I'm still putting down the finger for the other notes. So I'll play that for you now while I'm just playing the bottoms of the double stops. So none of the top notes, only the bottoms, but I am fingering both. Why is rhythm so hard? Okay. One, two, three, four. One, ba da da dum, ba da bum, ba da da dum, ba da da dum. Today is the fourth day of the Reger. I didn't play the last 2 days because I mostly focused on orchestral excerpts, but today I just played through it, just the first movement again. And I think what I need to do is a little bit more score study because some of the rhythms are just giving me a lot of trouble. So I'm gonna listen to it with the score again and then see what sounds different from what I've been playing, just so that I can see where those errors are. I just finished my score study. I listened to a recording by Paul Cortez, and I'll link all of the recordings I've listened to down in the description box. But I really noticed that he takes time everywhere through this piece, and to be fair, there are espressivos written all throughout, basically like every other line, but there are a few places where there are two in one line, so I can really just do whatever I want. Not whatever I want, but I can be really liberal with it. Even though adding in rubato and all of that is usually one of the last things that I do, it just makes me feel better about practicing double stops slowly, that I won't have to pick them up too much when I move up to the performance tempo. So the other thing that I noticed is that he really articulated the double stops. He was basically stopping his bow in between each one, I think in order to hide the shifts. So since there are so many double stops in a row, we need to shift a lot. And I think he wanted to cut out on all that extra noise, so he was just stopping his bow. And I don't quite know how I feel about that, but I think it's something to play around with. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is just keep working on those double stops. I think I really need to just get them down, get them nice and in tune, really slow, and then I can pick the tempo up a bit and kind of put everything together. But the double stops are really my main focus here. Wednesday, which means it's been 1 week since I started looking at the Reger. I actually had my first lesson on it today, and my teacher gave me fingerings to try out for all of the double stops in the first movement. So I'm gonna end this practice vlog here, and in the next one, you'll see me working on those new fingerings, and she actually wants me to move my fingers in a different way for all the double stops. So you'll get to see me working on that in the next one. If you liked this video, I would love it if you gave it a like. If you want to follow more of my content, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified when I upload, hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post. If you have any practice suggestions for me or just anything you want to say, please leave a comment down below. I would love to read it and I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thank you for watching my first practice vlog. I hope you enjoy it because I'm really enjoying making these.